So you want to kill Vardorvis, or you're struggling with Vardorvis and you want to learn the mechanics better and you have a budget. You don't necessarily have to have a budget to watch this. You could have great gear, a scythe, and still want to learn a few things. That's fine. But this is very much aimed at beginners. I just want to do it nice and quick because I know your attention span, TikTok brain, 15 seconds. So I'll make this guide as quick as I can, starting with the invent. A beginner invent, you want a lot of food. You don't need more than 1 super combat. 3 prayer potions is enough. You're not going to be doing long trips. You're going to be taking a hell of a lot of damage, especially as a newbie when you get the mechanics wrong. You want a way to get to Vardorvis. You want a 1-click teleport because you don't want to die. You know, if you can avoid it, save yourself the money. Next, the gear. I've gone with full obsidian, an amulet of fury, a whip, berserkering eye, Barrow's gloves. Take any of this out that you can't afford. If you don't have a fire cape, don't wear a cape. Wear a pink cape for all I care. You'll be fine. All you really need is any sort of melee boosting gear that you can get your hands on. But if not, wear tank gear. It's not a big deal. Now, I'll meet you at the boss. Right, get yourself to the boss area. First things first, first tip, mark this tile if you want. Makes it easier to click when you're running down here. You can just click over, kind of minimal, but just do it. Next, north side. No hate to the south side, but I'd prefer the north. This tile, the tile 2 above this pillar, and the tile 2 above this pillar. That's step 1. Step 2, get yourself better NPC Highlight. It's from the RuneLite plugin hub. Just go and get it. Expand True Tile, click the checkbox next to True Tile Highlight, and enter the True Tile IDs that are on screen now. I'll wait. Now, once you've done that, close True Tile and open up Hull. Make sure Hull Highlight is checked, and then you want to enter this into Hull names, and it has to be exactly like this. Then the Hull IDs that are on screen, you can just copy paste that into there. Set the color to be something different to the True Tile one, because that is for the axes. This is for Vardorvis' head. Mine's pink. You can set it to whatever the hell you want. Once you're done with that, happy days. You are good to kill the boss. Really quick thing about mechanics. This boss is this. This is how you kill this boss. This is all you have to learn. Now, granted, you have to get a bit of timing with that as well, but that's about it. Now, a major tip is always prioritize protecting range from the Vardorvis head that pops up over axes. Tank the axe hit. You will take way less damage than if you miss this. You miss this, you're going to take a lot of damage. So always prioritize range on the Vardorvis head special, and then go back to melee whenever you can to reduce the damage as much as necessary. Now, a lot of people struggle, and I know I did, on this fight in the later stages, when it all gets a bit hectic. One thing that helps me with how hectic it gets is when you're moving, don't always try and instantly click back on the boss. Take a look at your surroundings before clicking back, but also stay here. So a lot of people, they'll go here, and then they'll try and pray, and they're back to here. Sometimes just stay where you are. And even if there's something here, tank it, or, you know, whatever, but don't just constantly run back and forth, because it can get quite confusing. The clicks are everywhere. Your hands are vibrating. Now, the good thing about these tiles is that they make dodging certain attacks really easy. The axe attack, you move here. But if you're stood here, and I'd say when you move in between things, stay. If you're stood here and he does the spike attack, then you can just do this. And you've dodged the whole thing. And then if an axe comes here, you don't have to walk here first. You can just click there. I'm gonna talk detail because it's for beginners. I'm not trying to insult you. I'll do an example kill. I'm not going to speak over it because it's really hard to do both at the same time. But I will then do a voiceover and I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm thinking and about what I'm doing. I will do my best to not do overly advanced maneuvers, but it's kind of hard when I've been drilled in. I've done 1300 KC, so it's second nature at this point. I'll do an example kill and I'll go through the main bits and the main talking points of how you can get yourself more consistent kills. First up, axe attack. Click left or right, depending on what the scenario is. This one, easy click left. Make sure I stay here. Don't need to move back. Next attack, Vardorvis Head. As you can see, highlighted nice and big in pink because of that whole better NPC highlighter. Now, to avoid this, you pray range. If you've beat the boss in the quest, I'm sure you knew this already, but just a refresher, or for people that have never killed it before. Pray range. Once you hear the noise of it colliding, the little tch, then you're good to go back to melee so you don't get hit by Vardorvis. Make sure you're keeping your health nice and high. Now, this is an advanced maneuver. When the axe is coming underneath you, if you click left or right square and you click back instantly, you will completely avoid the axe underneath your feet, and it can be used in any scenario, but it is extremely difficult to learn. So I would say as a start, just try and avoid trying this until you're getting a bit more confident. Next mechanic, the blood attack. Click on the little dots on your screen. They come on in all random patterns. Click them as fast as you can. Get rid of them. If you don't, you'll take a decent bit of damage. If you click none, I'm pretty sure it can one hit you. So yeah, click them as fast as you can, and it's a relatively simple mechanic. Now here I decided to just tank this and just start taking a little bit of damage, just to show you that even though it can feel hectic, if you prioritize the range prey, and if you prioritize not necessarily clicking back on the boss and just getting some food in, you will be okay. I actually missed the range attack there and I still survive because I'm focusing on getting the prayer back and focusing on getting the food in rather than trying to click on the boss. You've got more than enough sharks in your inventory. Just heal up where you can and then just try and get back into your rhythm. I know it's not easy. I died so much at the start of this. You eventually just start to get a feel for it. But as long as you can prioritize the range attacks, eat up. I almost forgot my prayer. Just do your best and you will learn it. But gear doesn't matter. So as long as you've got the mechanics down, you could do this with just a whip. So that's it for the guides. Apologies if it felt rushed. I just really wanted to keep it quick. I know when I'm looking for guides, it's annoying when they take ages to get to the point. So I was just trying to make it really fast. You can watch it multiple times to try and get the mechanics down easier. But I hope it helps you. If it does, leave a comment. If it doesn't and you think it's shit and you want me to do a better one, let me know in the comments. I'll make a better one. I'll go more in depth. I'll make it 45 minutes. But anyway, I appreciate you watching and yeah, peace.